Hello everyone! Today's review will be dedicated to AIDS awareness and the Red Ribbon Reviewers. Coin-operated Bear, aka Mogwai Cub, on the That Guy with the Glasses forums, has once again set up this amazing project in order to help spread the word of AIDS awareness, and many others like myself are doing their part by contributing. Be sure to check out their contributions as well, and help us by telling everyone about what we're doing. So with that, please enjoy the show.
Oh, so long for this night, I pray that a star would guide you my way to share with me this special day where a ribbon's in the sky for our love. If allowed.
Well, Christmas is upon us once again. The radio stations are playing nothing but Christmas music, everyone is doing some last-minute shopping, and of course, we have Christmas specials up the ass. Whether they be good ones or cheaply made just to cash in on the holiday spirit. Today's film? I'll be honest. For the longest time, I thought it was made for the latter, but looking at it now, it's kind of an interesting case. Olive the Other Reindeer. Well, for one thing, it was based off an actual book by Vivian Walsh, who's well known for her children's books with J. Otto Sebold on illustrations. So yeah, can't say it was meant to be cheap now, can ya? I mean, how can it when this movie was made by Matt Groening, who made The Simpsons and Futurama? That alone would make anyone watch this movie, because would you imagine a children's Christmas story told by the guy who made this and this? Let's see how well it goes then, shall we? We open up in a world that, judging from how everyone looks, it looks like something out of Paper Mario if animated by the people of Jimmy Neutron. Then again, it is meant to resemble Otto's work. Anyway, we get our main character Olive, who opens with a song.
I love Valentine's Day and the 4th of July. I'm a little bit sad when Halloween has gone by. I'm thankful Thanksgiving comes around in the fall, but I've always loved Christmas, the best of them all.
For the record, she's voiced by Drew Barrymore. Not much to say personally, but I remember her from Titan AE and The Wedding Singer. Plus, I believe she was in... yeah. Anyway, here she plays an intelligent dog who loves the holiday spirit, especially Christmas.
Rolex, genuine Rolex. Rolex, genuine Rolex.
Oh hey, it's the missing Madagascar penguin. His name is Martini, voiced by Joe Pantoliano, and given his existence in the movie, it makes me wonder if they're following the same logic of animal sentience as Shinbone Alley.
Why does it all say City Zoo?
I used to work there. The office supplies were my severance package when I, left to pursue other opportunities.
You mean you were fired?
Okay. I'm a victim of oppressive corporate bureaucracy. Yeah, they fired me. I was a hard-working entrepreneur, smuggling in junk food, dirty magazines, files hidden inside cakes, until a stool pigeon, an actual stool pigeon, ratted me out.
Well hey, it could be worse. Remember what happened with your brother? So after befriending the little con artist, we meet Olive's owner Tim, who will be as important as Lydia from Ed.
How are your dog chores coming? Did you bury any bones today?
No, Tim.
Chase any cars or cats?
Afraid not.
Did you even make a token attempt to tear up any flower beds?
I've tried to be man's best friend by being your best friend, haven't I?
Yeah, well, get with the program, Olive, and start acting like a dog.
Seriously? You want her to do things we don't want our dogs to do? You actually want her to act like a normal dog instead of being intelligent and decent? You're in the wrong universe, buddy. Beethoven is where you need to be. He also brings up how there's not going to be any Christmas this year, which we'll learn why later, but on top of this, Olive starts questioning whether or not she really is a dog, while talking to her pet flea Fido. Get it? Because he's a flea, but with a name only a dog could have, but he belongs to one! Ha ha ha! Yeah, that's silly.
Hey, how about some music? That might cheer you up.
Prescription eyewear.
Dogs, do you smell your best when you're wet? Tonight on Fox, the world's wildest mistletoe accident.
Okay, that was kind of funny.
Recapping our top story. Santa is expected to cancel his traditional Christmas Eve flight. Blitzen the reindeer was injured earlier today during a practice flight and won't recover in time.
Well, that's an easy fix. Just get any of the unnamed reindeer who can fly and you're set. I'd say Rudolph, but apparently he's non-existent in this movie.
Santa had this to say.
Ho, ho, ho. I'm not sure if I'll have to cancel, but it doesn't look good. Maybe somehow we'll make do with all of the other reindeer.
See? There you go. Problem solved. Not like it matters, though, as it later just boils down to confidence issues.
Did Santa just say Olive, the other reindeer?
Title drop.
Uh-oh, here comes Tim. I really don't want to get yelled at again. Hide.
Olive, I came to apologize.
What did he say?
I think he said, I'm ashamed of all your lies.
You didn't do anything wrong. Santa's not flying, and I took it out on you.
You always do everything wrong. Santa's not flying, and I shook a trout fondue.
Best flea, huh? How do you misinterpret something like that? His voice isn't exactly muffled, you know. Of course, now Olive believes she really is a failure, thus deciding to go out and try to be a reindeer. Well, given she's a dog, it's not like she's smarter than a human, but anyway, she's off on her journey to the North Pole. Ooh, chalk one up for heroic fail. This is our main antagonist, the Postman. Just the Postman. And he's voiced by Dan Castellaneta of Simpsons fame. He's just your typical disgruntled mailman who hates Christmas a lot. Why? Well, he answers that in song.
In the summertime, the delivering's so easy. My bag is light and the world is fresh, but by autumn I'm getting queasy. The shoulder strap tears at my flesh, I'm a zombie by Thanksgiving. With 4 weeks torture still to come, this is no way to make a living. Christmas, bah, bug and hum. One flimsy little Christmas card. Surely that can't be too hard, but multiply.
Hey Bart, I think you overdid the Christmas cards again.
Why not splurge, send it priority? What's one more pain in my posteriority?
Posteriority?
So turn around, go back home, Rover. As of now, Christmas is over.
Did everyone get that? Good, because we have to put up with him for the rest of the movie. She shrugs him off and proceeds to go to a bus station. Either she's taking it to an airport, or apparently the North Pole is within driving distance.
I need a ticket to the North Pole.
Bus N34 connects at Arctic Junction boarding right now.
Really? Well then, I guess the Russians won't mind if we pass through their part of the area since we're taking a bus ride there. Through Christmas pity, she even gets Martini a ticket just before getting caught by the postman.
What's all this about?
She's wanted for several counts of mail fraud, including licking the self-adhesive stamps and not mailing early for the holidays.
Now would be a good time to speak up. It's not like he's muffling you, and you can even call for help. Seriously, how hard is it to say, "Help! I'm being held hostage"? They do this every time!
Martini, I helped you!
Oh my God!
Good aim and good distance for office pens. So after escaping, she tells Martini what we already know before we're introduced to Richard Stans, who along with the vacationing Eskimos are here to remind us on how silly this plot is.
Do you know Santa's reindeer?
Oh, sure. They're really big. 2 or 3 times bigger than you.
And they have hooves instead of paws, and their fur is much thicker than yours.
Listen, Olive, I'm from a zoo. I know reindeer. I worked with reindeer. Reindeer were friends of mine. You, Olive, are no reindeer.
I know you're all trying to be helpful, but sometimes in life you just suddenly know exactly what to do.
Can't argue with that logic. Elsewhere...
Move it, slowpoke!
Our Our villain, ladies and gentlemen, a homicidal mailman who will knock vehicles off the road just to ruin Christmas. After disposing him with a paper airplane, they eventually arrive at Arctic Junction. However, not willing to give up, the postman takes on a disguise worse than whatever Jesse and James could come up with, and tricks Olive into thinking Santa is here and proceeds to kidnap her.
Neither rain nor snow, etc., will keep me from keeping you from the North Pole and saving Christmas!
But luckily, she was receiving a present from Deus Ex Machina. Oh, I see how it is. Matt Groening is obviously using his Simpsons humor to try and move the plot along a lot more smoothly, and to try and get a laugh. Well, it kinda worked. However, she's too late, as the bus had already gone. Richard recommends asking someone in the bar because he could lose his job if he doesn't get back to the depot, though at least he was considering taking her himself, so he's definitely a keeper. Anyway, Olive and Martini go into the bar of Christmas Misfits.
I'm Santa's replacement reindeer. I need a ride to the North Pole so I can help pull the sleigh and save Christmas. Anyone?
You don't look like no reindeer to me, mutt.
Well, I am, and my name's Olive.
Can you fly?
Let's see.
Oh!
Amazing. Just what Santa needs. Hey, let's take her up to the roof and see how she flies.
This is starting to look like a really messed up Bob Rivers song. Olive got beat up by a reindeer, walking into a bar on Christmas Eve. You can say she was just over her head, but as for them, they were all drunk. Quick, Olive, use the friendship speech.
Maybe I'm just a little runt with no antlers, but it looks like I'm the only one who's trying to save Christmas. You could at least wish me luck. You must have asked Santa for something. You think you deserve what you've asked for? It's a two-way street. Santa doesn't just give you stuff because you ask. You have to deserve it. I'm trying to deserve the good things I have, and the good things I hope I will have in the future. If you want me to fail, then I guess it's too late to save Christmas.
Olive, huh?
That's right.
I'm sorry, Olive. We're really not such a bad bunch.
Works every time. So after another colorful song, Round John Virgin, whose name is meant to play off Silent Night by the way, takes Olive and Martini up to the North Pole where we get that press conference and, "Hi, Tress McNeil."
I'm Olive, the new reindeer. I'm here to help pull Santa's sleigh.
Olive. No Olive on my list.
But I have to...
No.
Isn't there someone who I could talk...
No.
Don't you even care?
Let me think. No.
But I...
Wow, what a douche. Well, luckily Martini is able to trick him by giving him a broken watch and then having him call a payphone to get it repaired, which is right across from him, you stupid elf. Then again, he might be blind given his cross-eyed expression here, but whatever.
Otherwise, the electromagnetic wave will interfere with the signals from the satellite.
All right.
Even the postman is able to get in because he delivers the mail. And quite quickly too, considering his sack is already with Santa.
Can't we fly with 7 reindeer?
I doubt we could handle it, Chief.
So what happened with getting the other reindeer? Are they just not important to you? There was a bar filled with them. Pick one! It doesn't matter though, because after reading some letters, he thinks they shouldn't go since nobody wants him. That is, until Olive shows up.
Those letters are fake. Santa, I know who's been writing those letters. They're all from a very mean postman who wants to wreck Christmas. Look at the envelopes. No postmarks.
Well, son of a bitch. It's just as Newman said.
When you control the mail, you control information. You say you're a reindeer, and I asked you to come?
Right. I heard you on the radio.
We always get the crazies on Christmas Eve. Never fails.
Well, can you fly, Olive?
Can you afford not to find out?
I don't know. Do we really want the same thing to happen like when Ernest saved Christmas?
air brakes.
But yeah, he goes up on her offer. And this kind of defeats the whole purpose of needing Blitzen, because as we soon see, Olive is given nothing that would help make her fly, and since it's the reindeer who do the pulling, they pretty much were good to go from the start. So it was just a matter of not believing in yourself, which I guess is part of what this movie is trying to convey. Alright, go on, see what happens. If you crash and burn, it's not my problem. For some reason, the postman didn't go home after delivering his mail. What, were you going to sabotage Christmas even more when there was no need? But after seeing Olive, decides to do something with the bag of presents. Anyway, time for takeoff.
Santa 19999, cleared for takeoff on 22 left.
Punch it, boys! Merry Christmas, etc., etc.
It's okay, it'll buffer out. Yeah, I can't tell if she's flying or through her rapid motion is just able to pull herself forward, but whatever. They're flying just fine now. Martini, however, gets caught by the postman just before learning that he took all the presents. By the time Santa finds out, they're already at their first house. But Olive is somehow able to pick up the postman's scent, and soon enough, we get our epic climax.
Oh, no, you don't!
I don't think music's gonna make this any better. It's just kicking the air and shoves all around.
Are you okay, Martini?
Shaken, but not stirred.
Ha ha ha! James Bond. So after parting ways, we get what I probably think is the best song of the movie.
I don't have antlers, I don't have hooves. How flying works, I have no clue. But now I've got the reindeer moves. I'm a true blue member of the crew.
Good to call it to remind us you can't give up on Christmas Eve. Now the trouble's all behind us, 'cause all it taught us how to believe.
Ah, you see? It was all about believing in yourself. Anyway, the lyrics and vocals are okay. I really dig the music going on, though these montage bits are a little much. Especially when we get to Japan, where we see both Ultraman and Godzilla in the same shot. Hell, we even have Quasimodo in Paris. This is getting way too cheesy. Let's just skip to the end. After all is said and done, they take Olive home, Martini dumps the postman off at the zoo for villain punishment, and Olive and Tim reconcile. There's also some pre-credit stuff like Olive getting and giving presents, Martini becoming a postman, Round John getting that cordless drill, and even Santa watching football. But otherwise, that's it. This movie's harmless. I wouldn't say it's great, but I wouldn't put it up as a bad movie either. Granted, Olive's a little bland for me. She's not a bad character. Though I did like Martini and his snarky attitude. The animation is okay. It's dated, but it was mostly trying to go along with Otto's illustration style. But the songs, on the other hand, were mostly forgettable. I have to hand it to Matt, though. He did okay turning a children's story into a Christmas special. And whatever references there were didn't overshadow the movie a lot. Ultimately, though, I wouldn't mind if children saw this. It's trying to convey the message that you should always believe in things, and there's no harm in that. Despite whatever surreal moments they have, I'd say give it a watch. At least once. But I did learn one other thing. Mailmen are evil, and will do anything to ruin your holiday experience. So, you better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why.
The postman is coming for you!
Merry Christmas, everyone!
I'm malicious, mean, and scary. My sneer could curdle dairy. And violence-wise, my hands are not the cleanest. He's got a dream, he's got a dream. CIA test cruel and vicious as I see.